Good morning, my name is RetroPat, and I'm only 2 million XP away from level 78 on my Squire. Which is a big deal because at level 78, I unlock the next tier of armor, even past mythicals, called Transcendent. So since I was so close, I said, why not? Let's just go ahead and get the level at the beginning of the episode. So good morning to you all. There is level 78 achieved on my Squire in Dungeon Defenders, which is pretty darn cool to see. Let's go ahead and pump the stats into either defense HP or attack rate. I'm feeling like my attack rate should be matching my base damage, so I do have a long way to go on that. Although I feel like some extra HP might be helpful at this current stage as well. I'll do 5 in each and then go ahead and put the extra 2 in attack rate like so. Now we've unlocked the ability to equip Transcendent Armor, but how do we actually even get it as a drop? The truth is that part's going to be pretty hard and I don't think I'm ready for it yet, but I wanted to go ahead and prepare myself and at least get myself the level. Let's return to Tavern for now. I have 2 options in terms of decisions at the current time. I can play Alchemical Laboratory on Nightmare Hardcore mode and continue my storyline run, or I could do Magus Quarters on Insane, or I believe Nightmare Survival. Yeah, Nightmare Survival Hardcore mix mode and try to get as far as I can in the waves to up my maximum score. And I do have some other strategies in mind for this, and this was a huge reason why I even leveled up a bunch of my alt accounts and stuff. So I think, you know what, it may be time to finally head back to Magus Quarters, Hardcore, Mix Mode, the map that I've been talking about. I'm really excited to progress in this map, but it's been really, really hard. So let's see if I'm finally ready for it. I'm going to go ahead and start on Wave 1. The question is, do I actually want to play on Mix Mode? I think I'm not going to play on Mix Mode for the time being, and then once I get high waves, I can continue from Mix Mode because Mixed mode's just really, really difficult. It's going to allow me, I want to go ahead and get my highest waves to a certain point so I know that I can just go ahead and start from there at a comfortable zone. The reason I'm starting at level 1 is because level 10 seems like a really bad place to start as well. Each time I've started at level 10 or so, I just don't have nearly enough mana and resources. I'm hoping that level 11, 12, 13, 14, stuff like that is better checkpoints that give me more mana. I think something like 14 is probably good because you're right before the wave 15 power increase, but you also get the extra mana from all those 4 other waves. So I think that's what I'll be aiming for at some point. Hopefully this episode, I would love to be able to get to wave 14 if possible, but these challenges always do take a super long time. But I'm hoping for the best here. Let's just go ahead and jump into wave 1. Should be pretty simple. The dream on this map is to one day be able to get to wave 20 plus, because then I should be getting a mythical per every single mob that is killed, which is just sounds unbelievable to me. The fact that that's even possible is just ridiculous. Now, I really need enough mana to place a harpoon for this Djinn. That's what I was kind of worried about. I know that Djinns can likely spawn in this middle area here, and only having a bouncer blockade, I'm going to need to set something up. So let's go ahead and get this set up. There we go. We have a ogre coming in as well, which is not ideal. I'm going to run around and go pick up more mana, so I'm going to have more resources to deal with this middle section. I'm going to fly over here as fast as possible, bop some of these guys off if possible, and look to place a slice and dice behind the ogre if possible as well. But there's a lot of things in my way here, it seems. Let's get them out of the way. All right, the bouncer blockade managed to actually deal with it. Let's go ahead and get rid of it for the time being. We're going to place this up. I may not want to use slice and dices, to be fair. I think that's something I do want to ditch on this map. I also went ahead and leveled up a series EV, but I actually don't know how to use it properly, so I don't know if I'm ready to do that here on this level. I'm going to go ahead and use bouncer blockades. I think I'm going to use bouncer blockades at every single chord. I'm not going to use any slice and dices on this map. It's a hard thing for me to admit into stomach, but I think it's going to be better to, in a serious map like this, not give in to my slice and dice urge and just go ahead and let harpoons do a lot of the heavy lifting and let these bouncer blockades bop some stuff into the lava and also just act as a wall, not the main DPS. And I'm going to need my other defense units for other things. We'll go ahead and talk about that. One of the biggest changes that I'm going to make on this map, let's go ahead and level it up, is what I'm about to do right here. So there's something that I have to do here, okay, with my monk. I'm going to set up I'm really hoping this is big enough. I think it's the electric one. I actually have a level on this thing as well. I hope it's big enough. Oh, that's not nearly big enough, actually. Oh, I was really hoping the AoE on that would be larger. What's something that I could use that can deal some damage then? That becomes the question. Enrage. Strength drain. No, they don't take any. Okay, healing aura. Okay. It has to be electric aura. So I am looking for a giant aura. I don't know where the spider spawns are. I'm looking for some sort of aura to kill the spider spawns. And this costs how many defense units? 5 defense units? Man, I'm not going to lie. That's pretty high. This is where I really, really wish. I thought that my monk's aura radius was big enough, but not even close, dude. I need that thing way higher, actually. So I'm gonna have to put some upgrades into my monk. If I can, actually, right now, I'm down to, because this thing, I just need way more aura radius on my... Let's test right now. We're gonna do it right now. So let's see how big this is. If I place this here, it just barely... If I can get this a little bit bigger... I want to only have to do one, but we're gonna see how big we can make this. All right, we're gonna go pro mode and just start dumping stats into aura radius. I'm starting at 650 mil mana, so I'm gonna be spending a bit here, down to 640 mil there to pump that up. We're gonna head over to the gloves, go in pro mode, do the same thing, down to 630 mil mana. Head over to the plate body next. No aura radius on this, actually, so I'm not even gonna worry about it. I just want aura radius. We're gonna head back to the gloves for a little bit of time, do 2 more pumps like that, down to 609 mil. Just spent like 50 million mana. We're gonna pump a bunch into this. Yeah, I spent like 50 million mana at this point. Kind of brutal to see. Pump a bunch more in. Like I spent like 100 million mana in just a couple seconds like that, fellas. Oh, it's brutal to see it go away, but it's super important at the same time. No aura radius on this piece of gear. Okay, we upped our aura radius by a ton. Let's see how much that impacted it. It's not crazy, but it's a pretty big boost. It's nothing game changing. That should allow me to at least do 2, and that should take care of the entire zone, but it does suck that I have to use 2 of these at all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna see if... So this should help me take care of the spiders. If it wasn't obvious... Well, I can't even have it here because it's overlapping, actually. That's kind of a pain. So I have to have it... Alright, you know what I might be able to do at least? Here, I can do this one here, which will take care of spiders here, but will also help with this area. But yeah, so that's my monk's job, is going to be to helping take care of the spiders in an effective way. I'm hoping that is actually effective. I'm a little worried that won't actually be that good, but we'll have to just... I guess bite that bullet and talk about that when it comes down to it. So let me go ahead and build the rest of my turrets now, the rest of my defenses. If I can also set up Series EV support, it might be time to try to learn that. Like, are these all the towers that I should put up on my Squire? Well, wait a minute. I definitely need slice and dices here. I don't want to forget. These slice and dices are mandatory for the goblin copters that come in. Absolutely mandatory. But with that setup, with the that's pretty much all of the defense units I need from my Squire. If I just go double harpoon, bouncer blockaded each of these, slice and dice is there, I can actually go ahead and switch around to other heroes and use my other units. I do want to go ahead and use my summoner units as well. This is something I've like never really done effectively. The issue is it seems like my summoner units just die so fast that it's ridiculous. It's like not even worth placing them, has been the issue that I've noticed. But maybe that can turn around. I don't know if I want to use... This is so much mana. I don't know if I want to use all my mana on this yet. I don't know if I'm ready to like be dumping my mana in these early waves into minion units that might just get obliterated super quickly. What if I drop my mana? Let's head over to the Series EV. Let's see what this thing can do. People kept telling me to build it. I know it's supposed to be really good. It can buff my towers. How can it buff my towers? Tower buff beam, 4 defense units. Enhances all towers along its beam and goes down only when affected unit does. So if I place it here and I do this, that's affecting both of these towers, correct? Hopefully that's working correctly. Does it have to go through? How do I actually even tell? Attack damage, 58k. 58k DPS per second. Let's sell this and see if it changes. Yep, that changed dramatically. Dramatically. Okay. That's definitely going to be the new strat. Let's go ahead. It's only 4 defense units to do this, which is super, super nice. Is that one affected? That one is affected. Doesn't affect this, though, I feel like, which is a little unfortunate, but that's okay. You know, what are you going to do? How far could I drag it? Is it possible to drag it super? I'm not sure. Do I just do this? Should I drag it? Should I be dragging it like this? Would that even... Oh, it does up the defense unit cost. to be fair. Let's go ahead and do this over here. That should up them both. Yup, that does affect them both. Okay, perfect. And then same thing over here. We managed to keep them only costing 4 defense units each, which is really, really cool as well. So that's my Series EV offering some support. And now I do have 3 defense units left. What can I place with 3 defense units? Doesn't my monk have something called ensnare? I do really want to try to abuse this. Ensnare seems really, really, really powerful. I feel like I don't abuse it enough. The question is, I feel like I want to put it in the middle. I feel like having ensnare in the center would be super, super relevant, since I feel like that area constantly gets it's swarmed by tons and tons and tons of ogres. So let's go ahead and do this for now. Pretty good setup. I'm really liking this. Like, it's amazing to me how diverse my setup has become, as opposed to people in the comments have been yelling at me nonstop, man. Hey, dude, you gotta stop using, you know, just Squire. You've got to start using other people in your builds. And when it comes to stuff like this and maps like this, boy, do I agree, you know, and I'm excited to finally start learning a little more with that. Let's put upgrades everywhere. I definitely want to have upgrades on these slice and dices if possible, but now it's time to start the wave. Let's jump into it with all these new upgrades and all these new pieces of gear and stuff. Let's see how this works. Let's see how this does. I'm really, really curious to see. Dude, these things are doing way more damage. I wonder if this is like an important damage checkpoint. Dude, those guys sniped some minions from over there. Okay, this build is already doing extremely well. I'm curious to see how it should handle an ogre. I feel like my previous builds handled ogres pretty well. There's an ogre locked over there. How much damage does this do? Like, this guy might die before he even reaches... Oh, I took damage on that. That's okay. This guy is going to get killed by harpoons before he even reached the bouncer blockade. That's the kind of damage you want to see. And there's the end of that level. Like, that was probably one of the easiest levels I've ever had on this map. That was wild. So hopefully that translates into the later levels and later waves as well. But I have a ton of mana and a ton of upgrades to pump into everything, so trying to get that wherever I can. Upgrades on these, upgrades on the Series EV thing as well. That's one of the hardest things right now, is just actually correctly placing my upgrades where I want them to be is kind of legit tough. I'm running low on mana here as well. Like, I place it on the EV there instead of the harpoon. That's okay, but I wonder how much it actually... I should check those stats. How much does it buff the damage on both of these? Okay, dude, that's unbelievable. I went up to 93k. So after buffing the Series EV beam by 1 level and the turret, I went from 53k DPS to 93k. That's unbelievable. Okay, what if I upgrade the... We're going to do a test. So I'm going to upgrade the tower once and see what that does. So 102k. So it upped by like 10k damage. And now I'm going to try to... Okay, well, now I just misclicked. And then now I'm going to try to upgrade the Series EV thing. So I went from like up 10k by upgrading the tower. Okay, and it's around the same, it seems like. Around the same. Okay, so I think it's just a gradual stacking. You know what? That makes sense. That's pretty cool. I wasn't sure if one of them was like way better to upgrade than the other. But I guess the Series EV thing buffs both the towers, right? So you probably should upgrade the defense EV thing because you're getting 10k per harpoon as opposed to only 10k damage on 1 harpoon. So yeah, you actually should upgrade the Series EV booster like way before the harpoon towers, if I'm not mistaken. Unless it might scale in some strange way, or it might scale in a way that, I mean, that's probably is true. So maybe I'll keep an eye on that. We'll just have to play around with it, see what happens, learning the Series EV and learning the ins and outs, the tips and tricks. But I'm going to go ahead and jump into the next wave here in a quick sec. Let me go ahead and just collect everything first. I do want to get every resource possible. It's why I started these lower waves, to actually give myself that fighting chance. So this area is pretty taken care of. What areas need the most support is honestly my biggest question, I guess. Probably the middle section, or either the middle section. Let's just put an upgrade there. Why not? We'll go ahead and start the wave. I feel like this should be a really easy wave considering how last wave went, but these guys are doing 131k DPS. These things are doing more DPS now than my slice and dice. That is ridiculous. I wonder if it's worth... I wonder if it ends up becoming worth. How fast do these spiders die? I will say, okay, these spiders do not take that much damage from the electric things. Maybe I'll have to level them up. I wonder if it's worth for me to switch the slice and dices out for the harpoons, but I don't know if I'd be able to actually set up Series EV supports for them with all that. So I'm gonna put some upgrades into this. It hasn't taken any damage yet, but just because it's a level 1 bouncer blockade, like this, if it starts to take damage, it's gonna get obliterated. I want to make sure that is healed up. These slice and dices, I think, are the two biggest things right now for me that I believe need the support. There's one goblin copter. A straggling goblin copter keeps ending up being the last minion, but I don't really mind because it gives me a little bit of time to run around and pick up all the mana and stuff. Are there that wave complete? I'm going to go ahead and press G and just jump to the next wave immediately. Let's go ahead and put upgrades on this middle section. I've got to respect the middle section. I feel like the middle section is probably the most difficult to, you know, support and control, and I feel like I've been kind of neglecting it in some of my previous attempts, and then I sort of just let it get overrun by ogres, and that's just me, you know, being lazy, being dumb. So we're gonna try to fix that here. I do want to put some upgrades into these electro guys. They're doing fine, like as long as they kill the spiders, it's all I really care about, but they are killing them a little slowly. Maybe that could cause a problem at some point. Maybe they get off, like, if they got off one web against the harpoons, that's really annoying. Now, I haven't seen a single harpoon get webbed so far, which is a massive, massive, massive change. Like, previously, a bunch of my harpoons would get webbed attacked, and it makes them do... Oh, there's a spider right there, though. He's taking damage? Oh, he's electric resistant. Okay, that's interesting. Now, both of these got webbed. That's the first problem. I didn't even think about that. First problem I've seen with that sort of setup. Didn't even think about it. Okay, that's interesting. I will have to be on the lookout for electric resistant spiders. That's the one thing that could cause major issues, but as long as that's taken care of, I should be fine. Super glad I learned that sooner rather than later. Like, I'd rather see that issue now and then be able to watch out for it, you know, and be aware of it in the later game versus, yeah, I'm really glad to learn about that now, honestly. Happily we'll take that lesson. A bunch of mythical gear is dropping on the ground already, which is really cool to see. I always forget, like, this wave does have really good gear before wave 20 or whatever, but wave 20 is the end game goal that you do want to reach. There's one spider here. There's the well, he wasn't even resistant. He just managed to make it out of the electrical fields. Well, that's not good. So I feel like I might need to up the power on these electrical fields even more, dude. I just really don't want any spiders causing problem. I'm one-starring that electrical field. That feels so silly, but I don't know, man. What are you gonna do? Do any of these need? Yeah, well, 3-star or 3-level that, not 3-star, but 3-level that. Grapple, we're gonna keep just pumping upgrades wherever possible. It's kind of crazy how you just need like more and more mana on this map for all the upgrades. Once everything's 3-starred, I think that's, you know, where we can kind of relax and just do our little run around and do our upgrades and stuff. But I definitely need to pump upgrades where possible. Go ahead and press G and get back into it. It's really hard. The reason why that happens, you get a ton of mana from this map, but it's actually like really hard to level stuff up in the middle of the wave because there's all those goblin copters shooting those heat-seeking missiles at you, so it just ends up being like really, really hard to properly, like, this guy's electric immune. It ends up being super hard to actually have the time to level stuff up, which is a huge pain. So without getting, like, you know, stopped by those stupid goblin copters. Okay, this thing is having a few issues here. Is this guy electric immune? Yes, he is. That's not good to see. Let's see if I can bait him over or do something. Where did he go? I just saw an electric immune spider. Did he get bopped into the lava? I mean, if we're lucky. Let's go over to this section and put some upgrades. That spider's getting electrically killed, but pretty slowly still. Let's bop him off, give him some support. This guy's electric immune, so we gotta bop him away. I need more mana for sure. Don't want this Sharknado to strike. We're gonna go ahead and take care of him, thankfully. We're going to hop over here, put up a bunch more upgrades on our harpoons, put upgrades here, of course. That's the tower buff beam. Yeah, I should be upgrading the tower buff beam first, I guess. I'm already kind of forgetting that. Should be upgrading those a little first. But we'll see how it scales and everything. I think the tower buff beam here is upgraded. We'll head over here and upgrade the tower buff. I don't have enough mana actually quite yet. I know there's a bunch over here. All right, heading back with tons of mana. Let's go ahead and throw up our buff beam 1-star. I think all beams are 1-starred now. I do want to pick up more mana to get all of our slice and dices to take care of the goblin copters. Oh, something is taking a fair bit of damage. Is it just the, yeah, just the slice and dice over here? Let's just 3-star this. Wait, do I really not have the mana? Okay, I need a little more mana. Thought I had it there, I'm not going to lie. Let's grab a little bit more. We're into wave 7. We're going pretty strong. Let's put a 3-star into that. Why not? I think that's totally fine. Super worth it. Grab the rest of the mana. A bunch of big blue crystals here, which give you so much. It's ridiculous. Let's upgrade this. Upgrade this, because I think we're going to need it this wave. Grab some more mana. 1-star, our harpoons. Ooh, it's cool to see all the mythical, like, bottom. Like, the blue bottoms of the mythicals is just super, super cool. Head over here with max mana and go ahead and pump an upgrade into this slice and dice for sure. And then I'll have enough mana to pump an upgrade into one of these turrets. I feel like they're just going to need it this wave. Let me pick up all the mana here possible. And then I got to watch out for these spiders, man. These spiders are causing problems. Do I need to pick up all the chests now, or can I wait for that? Kind of becomes a little bit of a question. Let's just grab them all. Why not? No need to rush. I do really want to take my time here and play it smart. Let's see how much mana I get from starting this wave. It's always cool to see that in this, like, getting that passive mana, and this is like pretty solid. 13.2 million mana there. Like, it's pretty freaking solid. Not fantastic, obviously, but, like, it's not bad, right? While working towards a different goal, right? I'm not really trying to get mana per hour, but I'm just doing something that also can get me decent mana per hour, which is nice. So let's grab all this big pink crystals, head back over here. I'm going to put upgrades probably into my electrical memers, dude, when possible. Like, this thing still needs a 1-star. We'll just do that. I feel like every wave needs the commentary right now, since every wave is just pretty tough. Like, it could really, I could really die right here. Like, I could end it any time. And it's something I'm trying to be aware of and watch out for. Take a little bit of damage there. That's fine. Do we have electric immune spider? No, I don't think so. Just tanking a bit. There's a spider somewhere causing problems. Got him with a web. I think I took care of him, though. We'll go ahead and... Oh, no, there's one. There's an electric immune spider. Those things cause major, major problems. Somehow it didn't really actually, like... Okay, well, there... I'm trying to get an upgrade off, and the silly copter interrupted me, like I talked about. It makes it really hard to get upgrades off within this level. Let's go ahead and grab all that mana. We have stuff for 3 stars. An electric immune spider. I'll try to bump it into lava. Gonna have to bump him over here. That works. Bumping him away like that does work. This thing is still webbed. The webs last so long, dude. Which is what's really, really scary, I feel like. The stupid goblin copters trying to stop me from upgrading stuff is a huge pain. I'm gonna head over here, put a 3-star into this if possible. I want to have these slice and dices be nice and buff. Grab some more mana and put these into the harpoons over here. And there we go. There is wave 7 complete. Thankfully, nothing is, like, doing a shit ton of damage to my towers. Well, this thing took a bit, dude. This slice and dice kind of did take a beating. Nothing's taking too much damage. Once again, the only thing that gets really scary is the electric immune spiders stopping my harpoons from doing damage, and that creates huge problems. I might start reaching a point. I might want to switch over to my summoner here really soon and start building those ogres, or start actually using my summoner units, because I have almost everything 3-starred. Now, once I have everything for sure 3-starred, I'll definitely do that, but I do want to kind of take it slow or take it fair. Let's go ahead and, what is, like, this still needs a 1-star. We'll pump that into it. Why not? I think this is going to be the max mana. Yeah, these double blue mana crystals. Okay, so with this much mana, do I really want to upgrade anything? I think I'm down to just go ahead, swap over to my summoner for a quick sec, and place, like, 2 ogres, and just see how they do. I don't know, like... I don't know if they're actually going to be good. I don't know if ogres are even a good minion to spawn. I don't know if this is going to be worth it. I wonder if I should have... Whoa, I definitely should have... Wait a minute. I 100% should have some minions sitting around here to deal with the spider minions. That's really interesting. Invisible, those who come near it. Maybe a warrior minion? I need some sort of minion. Shoots fast arrows against a single target at range. Something like this might be good. Just like archer minions around. I just want something to help me deal with those electric immune spiders, you know? That's like the main thing. If I can just go ahead and place, like, these don't cost that much mana, like 40 or whatever. I can just place a bunch of these, honestly. I'm very down to just go ahead and see. These might just be super ineffective. I don't know. That's like the main fear, right? We're going to save 600 mana so I can place another ogre as well to see if these are actually, like, worth the mana and are super effective. Let's go ahead and place one more ogre over here. And then we're going to have how many defense units left? 140. Let's go ahead and then place one orc minion, I guess, back here. I don't know if it's actually even worth it. How much are these? These are 4 defense units, 4 minion units, excuse me. What do the spider minions do? Launch poisonous webs. Poisonous webs and nearby enemies. Oh, so this... Wait, the spiders do actually web. Okay, that's nuts. Wait, the spiders seem really good. I can finally abuse spiders. Wait, that's wild. Okay. I'm really excited to see how the summoner stuff works, to see if it's actually effective. Let's just go ahead and put an archer here or something. Why not? I'm really curious to see. I've pumped up so many levels and so many upgrades into the summoner. Is it finally going to be good? Every time that I've tried to use him, I feel like his guys just die immediately and have like no HP worthwhile. I'm hoping that that is proven incorrect here. Let's go grab all this mana where possible. I'm going to grab whatever mana possible and just pump little upgrades into the summoner guys, like a little 1-star into this ogre to see if it helps. Do I have to jump over him? That's kind of a funny thing, is kind of watching out there. Let's go ahead and put a 1-star into this spider. The archer's helping taking care of the wyverns. I don't know if they're actually getting any damage off, but if these archers can watch the spiders in the back and take care of the ones that aren't electric or are electric immune, that would be a game changer. Like, that would actually allow me to beat this level handedly. The ogre actually turned around and did work as well and slammed that spider. This might be a huge deal. Who would have thought that actually abusing my minion units would be useful? I know, it blows my mind. I think for a long time they just weren't useful at all, so I'm just honestly shocked. Like, look at this. They're taking care of the spiders, man. Having these defense units, having these extra minion units to help take care of stuff is just huge for me. So that's really, really incredible. That's super awesome. They're also, like, the archers are kind of acting like mini harpoon turrets, which is really incredible. Is that guy electric resistant? I don't think he was. I think he was taking the electric damage. I'm really looking to see how well they handle something that's electric resistant. That's what I want to see taken care of, you know? The first 3-star Series EV beam is going to go over here. That's a pretty cool thing. It's my first ever just Series EV full upgrade, which is kind of nice. I want to go ahead and pump one more upgrade into this archer. Why not? We got little upgrades on all of our little guys around. Let's go ahead and repair this. Dude, the ensnare thing almost never even needs the support. This feels way stronger. This feels like all of my weaknesses are taken care of. It's wave 9, and I feel like I'm not even struggling. I'm excited. Super excited to see how far I can make it now. I can't reiterate it enough, but this just seems to be a game changer. Actually abusing my defense units, my minion units, is just going to change things. This is unbelievable. I might die here, actually. Wow, that was really... I got stuck. I got webbed by 1 spider, and I'm not joking. I almost went to... I got to 20k HP. I went from 80k HP to 20k by 1 spider webbing me. That was really terrifying. It's crazy how fast if I just get stuck, like, I might just die here. I have to really respect my towers handling most of the heavy lifting here. But I haven't seen a harpoon or a tower get webbed since I built the minion unit. So, I mean, once again, I'm saying it over and over again, but this is a game changer, fellas. I'm gonna go ahead and actually do some 3-star upgrades over here for sure. Probably, yeah, just on the harpoons. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to upgrade that. I want to put more archers over here for sure. That guy just got obliterated. Let's put an upgrade on this guy. Why not? I see the ogre slams and I get a little scared. Well, this guy, look, this got webbed. This got webbed, so I need some upgrades over here. Something to help protect these. I do want to put a 3-star probably on this bouncer blockade, though. There we go. There it is. Wave 9 complete. I think I actually will be able to beat wave 10 here, but it's going to be a wild ride for sure. I need more summoner units. I think before I start upgrading stuff, I'm going to drop my mana, switch over to my summoner, and just get max summoner units up, because I think it's just going to be super important. What did I need? I needed something over here. Let me go ahead. It takes 13 minion units to set up an ogre. I'm going to go ahead and place archers. I think archers just do so much. I want to place an archer like here. These help take care of the incoming ogres, help take care of the incoming copters, as well as deal with any electric immune spiders that may be around. Now, there's like a bunch of things around here, though, and this one still got webbed, which was kind of shocking to me. I don't know how that happened. I'll have to just keep an eye out for that, I guess. But we should be pretty good. Let's go ahead and place another archer here as well. I should have actually backed him up a little bit. Yeah, let's put him like here. That should be good. And then how many do we have? 19 minion units left. Let's go ahead and place an ogre over here, so I can have an ogre at each location. I think that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and do that. And he should turn around whenever need be. And then I just... Oh, no. I did the meme. Oh, no, no, no. Please, please, please don't lose here. I did the meme of accidentally starting the wave. Are you kidding me? With the wrong hero out. This might... Oh, dude. I can't believe I did that. I need to be able to flash heal. I need to re-keybind my flash heal. Can I do that within mid-game, I think? I don't know if I can. Dude, that's a nightmare situation. Oh, dude, I've done this before and it's cost me maps. I'm just gonna try to flash heal. Like, look at this thing taking so much damage. Flash heal being bound to my 0 key just absolutely sucks. And it's a long... Dude, this is so bad. I think it might be doable, but it's really, really, really bad. Oh, I might die even, and that's probably an L if I die. I need to upgrade the bouncer blockade for sure. I need to not worry about weak healing or healing things individually. I just need to flash heal. Run around and flash heal stuff. Like, run over here, pop my flash heal, and then just get out if possible. I need to not die. If I die, I'm pretty sure I lose. It's 1,000 mobs, okay? This is doable. It's scary because this was such a stupid mistake by me. But it's doable. Let me put an upgrade on this guy. I can put upgrades where possible. That's totally fine. Upgrade on the ogre minion. Gonna flash heal there. It costs 150 to flash heal. Gotta come over here and flash heal where possible. On cooldown. I should be fine. Okay, flash heal that. It's gonna be really, 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 really scary, but I think it's doable. I need to not die. I need to really, really not die. Let's go ahead and, I guess, upgrade the ogre or something. I don't even know what to do here. Keep my mana for flash heals. Let's head over here and flash heal. It's so awkward that it's a 0 key press. It's so not close to anything else. Let's just pump upgrades around where possible. Pump one upgrade into this. Do these harpoons need upgrades? We'll pump upgrades into that. Why not? Okay, I'll be able to manage this, but it's really scary. Dude, the archer minions seem OP. Like, this guy is shooting down there from up here. Like, these guys literally have, like, way more range than I expected. It's kind of ridiculous. These guys act as mini harpoon turrets. I need to be abusing these way more. I just realized I've been doing something really stupid. I've been equipping armor that was saying it was an upgrade on my summoner, and it took away my 33% bonus or whatever. What a noob mistake by me. It's something that's good to learn now, but what a noob mistake. This is the wave complete. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have been as scared as I was, but I'm just not, if I'm playing something I'm not used to using, I mean, I'm gonna be scared, man. That was absolutely terrifying for me. Let me go ahead and actually switch back to, like, better gear, because, yeah, having my gear all over the place is not what I want. I need some sort of item box set. Okay, I think I only picked up some boots, so now that I've got everything back to pristine, whew, I am good, okay? That was a scary, scary close call. Let me not press G, okay? Don't press G by any means, please. That's all I have to do is not press the G key. Okay, I do have 6 more defense units, or minion units as well, so what do I want to abuse those on? I could just do 1 orc. I feel like that's my best bet. I don't know where to do that at. Something like here, something kind of silly. Just like an extra backup guy for something. I don't know. Okay, we do have an archer over there. Maybe I should just do an extra archer. Even though I'm going to have wasted units, I feel like at least with an archer, yeah, I'm just going to do like an archer here. He's going to be able to support down this center area. Yeah, I feel like that's actually way better. Support at a range. Like, having that range is just super important, even though I'm, you know, wasting 2, technically, minion units. But we, in fact, did survive the Wave 10 power boost in the Wave 10 onslaught. So I've switched back to my Squire. I'm really excited to see how far I can get at this point. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Wave 11. This is the first time I've ever reached this wave. Look how fast. It's kind of hilarious how fast the harpoon turrets just started flying. Like, they just started attacking stuff before you even saw the wyverns on the map, which is really funny to me. Look at all this mana. Shamans are spawning. I think this is the first time we've seen that. That is a pretty big deal. Oh, this is no way. A possible upgrade on a weapon? It's not actually, but that's really exciting to see. I could see if anything, like my hammer getting upgraded. That would be super cool. I'm gonna go ahead and start pumping big 3-star upgrades into these. Okay, if I could just actually get something off into these harpoon turrets, because now that shamans are spawning and they're gonna start healing stuff, that's definitely gonna need the good old harpoon long range support. Another possible upgrade here is wild to me. Is it a sword? It's not an upgrade, but that is exciting to see for sure. Let's go ahead and go for on the harpoon here. Both middle harpoons are level 5 now, or 3-starred, which is super cool to see. The archers are putting in work, which is really cool to see. Dude, I love these archers. I feel like I should have arguably not used any ogres. I feel like I actually should have probably just done archers, but I don't know. Maybe that'll come out to help me in the later game, so we'll see. Wave 15 was the goal of this video. I'm really thankful that I might be able to do that. If I can push to wave 20, that would be an actual dream to already get to wave 20, but I'm just hoping for wave 15 this episode. That's the main thing for me for sure. We're going to 5-star this in snare trap. Why not? There's wave 11 done with minimal issues. I'm really just running around and sort of healing my towers and upgrading stuff wherever possible. This is going to be exciting, dude. Wave 12. I'm going to go ahead and open it. Dude, what the hell? Now everything is a possible upgrade. This might actually be an upgrade. Oh, dude. My stompers are almost maxed out. And these are pristine. Wait, no way. Mythical, lucky. Dude, they only go up to level 23, though. I feel like I can't switch those out for now, but that's kind of crazy. It's kind of a crazy possible. I'm gonna look for weapons though. I think weapons I would take an upgrade on. Gear I want to be a little careful on. Like this is a sword, not an upgrade. Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye out for sword upgrades. That's something. Like this is a sick looking sword as well. But gear is gonna be. Let's see if this is all for upgrades as well. No way, dude. My gear drops are just increasing dramatically. That's what this means. Like this means that my gear drops are just getting ridiculously so much stronger, which is wicked exciting. What's this other pair of boots that this is sword, sorry, that I can't see. Okay. Am I going to see 4 greens from this chest as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least 2. That's really exciting stuff. Getting plus 122 from spawn. That's wild. That is so... Now, those only have like 19 levels. This can only level 34 times on levels. So the amount of levels I'm seeing on these gear are much smaller, which is interesting. Let's see this chest. But look at all the possible... Like, there's so many possible upgrades on the map. That's wild to me, dude. I do have full pristine. I want to keep that in mind. This is a possible blade upgrade. Negative 46 radius. No, thank you. Wow. That's wild, though. I'm starting to get some really good gear upgrades. That's super exciting. Oh, and some drops over here from the ogre. What's this axe? Is this going to be not an up? It has 112 levels, though. That's pretty wild. That is actually pretty wild. Other than that, I don't think it's an upgrade by any means. I'm going to go ahead and just... I think we're just ready for the next wave, hilariously. I'm looking for, like... Is there really only 5 ogres that spawn? That seems kind of low. Let's just go ahead and jump into the next wave, fellas. Here we go. Let's see how it plays out. It's getting a little crazy. Just a little bit crazy. Let me grab some more mana to put some more upgrades on these archers. These guys deserve... They deserve the support, man. They deserve the upgrades. They're putting in hella work. Really scared of getting bopped into some lava at this point. There's so many things happening. Like, there's no way this is 5 ogres. What does this mean? 500 ogres? I've seen nothing but an ogre has spawned the entire wave. Like, I don't understand. What is that 5 ogre count? Maybe 50? It might legit be 50. That would make a lot more sense to me than 5. I don't understand why it would say only 5 ogres are coming in that one situation. I need to get some heals on this little bouncer block here. This bouncer block here, by the way, going bouncers instead of slice and dice has been putting in work for me here. I'll be super honest for sure, dude. Let's go ahead and put some upgrades into these guys, putting in work as well. The archer minions are absolutely killing it. Let's grab that mana, do a 1-star on him. Why not? I was about to say, if you want to see what endgame Dungeon Defenders looks like, here you go. But honestly, as sad as it may sound, this is probably closer to mid-game. At least that seems to be the general consensus on the Dungeon Defenders forums and all the guides that I see. This is what mid-game looks like. Fucking wild to me. There's wave complete. Wave 12 is done, fellas. Woof. We got a long way to go to 15, though. One of the biggest things is just time at this point. This stuff is taking a ton of time. Looking for upgrades here once again. Pristine shirt. Not an upgrade, but interesting to see. Is that an upgrade? Wait a minute. Now, I mean, I'm getting 70. I'm gaining like 10 HP, 20 damage, but losing like 100 of other stats. So Not quite. I'm going to check all the weapons for possible upgrades. I might just need to get deeper into the waves, though, to actually start getting gear upgrades, but it just keeps telling me they think it's gear upgrades, but I'm not sure if it's worth to check everything. Look at this tiny little baby sword. I think I'm just not going to show you guys every possible upgrade. I'll just see you guys if I do actually get an upgrade. All right, I think that's everything. Let's just go ahead and jump into the next level, level 13. I've gained 1.7 million mana from this, which is not bad. I mean, it's taken a really long time. It's horrible mana per hour. Let's be honest. Horrible mana per hour. But that's okay. Or sorry, not mana, XP. Sorry, 1.7 XP. Excuse me, 1.7 mil XP. It's horrible XP per hour, but... Oh, let's open all these chests. Damn. Horrible XP per hour, but... It's not bad, passive if working towards a different goal, working towards getting gear, working towards... Like, once we get later and later into these waves, I'm going to start making better and better mana and better XP, which is really exciting. Like, if this can be the best map for XP and the best map for mana, once we get to, like, wave 20 and stuff, now that would be super exciting. This wave seems substantially harder than the previous ones. I will go ahead and say that. Let's go ahead and put some upgrades out around these guys where possible. 1 stars on whatever archers need them, honestly, at this point. Let's just go ahead and do something like this. Pick up this giant pot of pink mana crystals right there. This map is nothing but ogre coming in. You know, an ogre has arrived spawns is all I see over and over and over again every single second. There's not a second where I don't see an ogre has arrived. This ogre actually is smashing the incoming enemy ogres. That's probably worth to go ahead and get a 3-star upgrade on. That's super, I didn't even realize, that's super interesting. I did not realize that. Let me loop around. I don't want to get knocked into lava. The biggest thing that could cause me to lose this is just accidentally getting bopped into some lava and getting killed on hardcore mode and just not being able to heal or support the rest of my towers and such. That's one of the main ways I just take a fat L super quickly and abruptly. I wonder if the Series EV thing is working on the... If it even does work on the minion units, that would be super interesting. Ogre minion, attack damage 70k, projectile damage 50k or so. I wonder if there's a way for me to see what things are being affected by the Series EV little extra booster. I can see the ensnare, and I can see the harpoon. Can't find a way to check out the Series EV little booster. Probably because it's in like a really weird spot. It's hard for me to see. Harpoon tower. Yeah, I can see the harpoon tower and stuff, but not the... That's okay, we'll move on. While I was getting distracted trying to check out stats like a buffoon, my bouncer blockades are taking some serious damage that need heal. So I need to not get distracted by limit testing and stuff. I need to remember this is a tough map, okay? This is a tough map. I'm in uncharted waters. Don't get excited and giddy just because some cool stuff is going on, okay? I know it's very, very cool stuff, okay? But stay focused. Keep your towers healed. Don't let these bouncer blockades go down. Don't let the Sharkins, bop them away. Gotta stay focused, RetroPat. Look at all of the possible upgrades all over the map. Also, 2 million XP gained is wild to see. I'm excited to see how much XP I gain at the end of this wave. The archers are doing so much damage per shot now. The archer, it's kind of ridiculous. It's actually so unbelievably good. I think they're like one-shotting the spiders now, which is an ideal situation. Only 1 minion left. That's going to be the end of the wave. So I'm at around 2 million XP gained flat. I'm really curious to see, like, after the end. There's a wyvern stuck down here. Interesting. Can I bait it out, or is it just stuck? Okay, there we go. It just kills itself due to a minion being stuck for too long. Let's see. So from 2 million XP to how much? Let's see. I go from 2 million XP all the way up to... Dude, I'll see when it stops upticking. Only up to 2.1, so honestly not a crazy boost, but still cool. And this is what I'm talking about when I talk about a possible upgrade. That is, I think I equipped this. This is giving me an extra 75 HP, or sorry, an extra 10 HP, an extra 28 damage, an extra 13 attack rate. I'm only losing, all I'm losing is radius, and it's a fair bit of radius lost, but hopefully it shouldn't affect anything. And I might just want to go ahead and go upgrade this sword as well. But that is an actual sword upgrade, which is a huge deal. Dude, this sword is kind of tempting. It's like the most mild possible upgrade. I mean, the other stats it gives, the hero HP, and this might be an upgrade. And it looks really cool. I might actually grab this because it just looks so sick. But I'm losing a fair bit of attack rate in exchange for a bit of my radius that I lost back. Now, what is this? This is a weird one. No, that's definitely not an upgrade, but I'm going to go ahead and equip this. This might be a little silly. I think it looks way cooler, which I like, and I do think it is like a very mild upgrade. I'm going to go ahead and have to pump some stats into attack rate, though, probably, to actually be able to get it to its full effectiveness. I have a couple more swords, though, to check out. Ooh, and here's an accessory. I should always be checking the map for those, honestly. It's just so hard. Look at how cluttered the map is. Man, picking up accessories is super important. They seem to be super rare and difficult to get, and it's super expensive to upgrade and stuff. They seem to be a huge part of the end game of Dungeon Defenders, is truly grinding for those accessories. This is the last harpoon, I believe, that needs to be 3-starred, so that is now 3-star, which is super cool. And let's go pump. We're almost at 100k total HP, bottom left corner, almost 100k total HP on my Squire, which that's really freaking cool. But let's go pro mode and start dumping some stats into our sword like this. So we're at 722 attack rate versus 1043 damage. I do want to go ahead and up my attack rate a bunch on this sword. I'm okay with dumping a fair bit of mana into it. It's at 68 total levels. Let's do 10 more. That's going to put it to 61 out of 68. Let's go ahead and do 1 into HP. Sure. I feel like HP might start becoming really useful here. I'll do 5 more. Sure, let's dump it into attack rate, and now it's 1 before max level, and I think I'll just go ahead and keep it like that for now. And with that, I think it's just time to go ahead and start the level, as long as everything is fully repaired, which I think it mostly is. The slice and dices do need a quick little touch up, so let's go ahead and do that. And with that, let's go and jump into wave 14. One more wave. Actually, I think if I just beat this wave, yes, if I just am able to complete this wave, what is that sword they have over there, or that little fist they have over their heads? They didn't have that before. What does that mean? I have no idea what that means. They didn't have that before, right? I'm not a silly willy. I'm pretty sure they didn't have that before. I don't know what that means. That's a little... Hopefully it's a good thing, but I don't know why I'm scared by it. Let's see how this... And this wave seems really easy so far. Dude, my sword swings pretty fast now, too, versus my hammer. That feels really good. Getting some solid damage off with it. Don't want to fall into lava, please. Okay, we barely avoid it. We're going to put a 1-star upgrade into this guy. Come over here. These things... No way. This harpoon got webbed. This harpoon got webbed. So these archers, this archer specifically, probably needs some extra support. That cannot be happening this far into the game. I can't afford for stuff like that to get webbed. Let's see how much DPS I can do with my sword here. Doing a fair bit to help out, it seems like, which is nice. Let's just put repairs into this stuff. This is gonna be the first archer I 3-star, which is kind of funny, but just to be able to help support those harpoons so they don't get webbed. The spiders look bigger. They have 52,000 HP now. That's ridiculous. Now, the harpoons do 60k HP, so the harpoons can still one-shot them, but it's not easy. This Jin is sort of out of range here a little bit. I'm doing a lot of damage to help support that. That was perfect. Exactly what I needed to do there. Same with this Jin, sort of out of range from harpoons, sort of causing problems. I'm going to get him to relocate and see what I can do to harass him. Yeah, he's kind of, just jumping around, not really knowing what to do. This archer is taking care of him. We'll put a 3-star upgrade on him to reward that. There is crazy mythicals all over the ground. As we get deeper into the... I thought a thing just got destroyed when I saw that you need to be on solid ground. That kind of terrified me. As we get deeper and deeper into the waves, most minions are dropping mythicals. I'm curious to see how much mana I get from defeating this wave. Like, I really should check that at the end of this wave, is how much mana was received, because that would just be ridiculous. I'm a little worried that my harpoons can't reach the Jin there. I feel like he might be slightly out of range, which means I may need to slightly up my range on my Squire. Actually, it might not have that range deduction from switching swords might have just taken it out of range of that spot, which would be really unfortunate. Just one of those things in Dungeon Defenders. You have those like checkpoints that really matter, and if you don't know what they are, you might take one away on accident, and that could be super devastating to a run. Here it is, guys. Wave 14 complete, which is wild. Dude, that's going to give me access to wave 15, which means I can restart from this wave. I got a pet, which is really cool from reaching wave 15, of course. Let's check how powerful that pet is. This is nightmare difficulty, guys. Remember, nightmare, like, it almost feels surreal to me. Let's check this pet and see if it's actually good. There's my old 3 million mana cost pet. I mean, it's not better than what I have. Look at those minus stats. Jesus. Can be upgraded 165 times, though. Like, this pet is pretty crazy. Wait, the stats on this are wild. Plus 250 hero HP, plus 174. Like, this blows my Nessie out of the water in certain ways. But then it has those huge minuses on those other stats. That's, talk about, you know, high risk, high reward, I guess. Let's check these other swords to see. I'll check around for possible upgrades. I probably should be checking armor at this point as well, but maybe just try to stick to pristine if possible. Dude, like, the stats are getting wild. I'm sure this wave will have better stats than ever as well. Like, I'm seeing 150s and stuff now on pieces of gear, which is hard to imagine. Plus 150 from one piece of gear. Look at this. Wait a minute. That's pretty wild. Lucky male. Man, not as good as... I mean, that's pretty interesting, though. That's crazy. Okay, this sword is hilarious. This is called the Mythical Flaming Eepee. What a great sword name. All right, I've opened every chest. There's a bunch of mythical gear on the ground. I'm really curious to see how much mana I gain right here just from ending the wave and starting the next one, but I will say I might lose here as well. I've been doing things pretty handedly so far, but every 5 waves, the power increase is so drastic that it can't be understated. Oh, I can actually see the Odor spawns, I think. Well, I see 35 Odor spawns down at the bottom. 35, and then there's also 7 more Ogres that could come, I guess, from various locations. 48 Wyverns plus 48 more Wyverns. That's wild. I think the minion amount is capped now at this point at 1968. I'm gonna go ahead and start the wave. Check the bottom right hand corner. That's gonna let you know how much mana I gain from one wave. 75 million mana from one wave is just stupendous. This wave has just been wild to me. Like, absolutely surreal seeing all of the minions come in and just seeing all of the flashing lights and sounds and effects, and it just feels, talk about overwhelming in a video game. Like, this feels like this level of difficulty and intensity and chaos feels like what Dungeon Defenders 2 should have been, but Dungeon Defenders 1 just has it. It's just called the middle to end game, which is just a hilarious thing for me to discover, you know, 10 years later. It's crazy how many times I've said this throughout the series, but I feel like I'm rediscovering Dungeon Defenders for the first time. This game just has so many iceberg levels of depth that you continue to discover and explore the more and more you play. It seems to be a never-ending, deep pool of knowledge and game mechanics and just things to do and gear. It's a crazy spreadsheet simulator with the amount of stats and strategy, and it's just a goddamn huge amount of fun. Like, this is some of the most fun I've ever had playing Dungeon Defenders. Just learning this for the first time. This is taking a lot of damage. Going through this chaos, keeping everything up and together, experimenting with a new hero and getting drastically rewarded for it by learning the Series EV, spending the time to upgrade those classes, spending the time to get gear and upgrades for my Series EV and for my... Please don't die here. I'm really, really low. Yeah, spending the time and energy and effort and mana and everything. Oh, I'm really close to death here. Yup, I die. Okay. I think I'm fine. I think I still win. But that is a little scary. There's a mask or an accessory on the ground. Let me toggle to free look and head over here. This is the scariest place, but I think it's fine. There's around 600 minions left. I should totally be fine. But once again, what I was trying to say was just putting in the effort and energy and it getting rewarded is just a surreal feeling in Dungeon Defenders. Talk about scenery. All right, here it should be in a split sec, wave 15 complete. As long as there's 1 million that's stuck somewhere, isn't there? There's a spider stuck somewhere. Yup. Okay, that's okay. He'll die any second now. But, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Looking pretty deadly, I'm gonna be honest. The spider design is pretty wild. The, like, markings, the, like, skull on their back is very, very, very cool. There it is. Wave complete. Wave 15. Let's jump back in and heal everything up. Dude, one of the funniest things about this, I'm going to be honest, one of the funniest things, I started this challenge, and I did this challenge today because, you know what, I woke up, and sometimes IRL time allocation matters in this series, right? If I'm going to do a very long-term survival type thing, I need a lot of time to do so. I woke up early today. I had around 2 hours of extra time before any of my normal obligations, before I have to go stream on my main channel. This thing almost died. That's scary. I didn't even know that. Wow, that's way scarier. That was way closer than I realized. Obviously, the ogre could have held for a bit, maybe? I don't even know, though, dude. I don't know. That's kind of actually crazy close. I cannot die again. I think if I die like that. That was even like pretty late into the wave. So if I die early into the wave, I for sure lose. So I can't let that happen. I gotta be more careful. What was I saying? I did this because I was like, oh, I have so much time today. Yeah, I could easily, you know, do a nice long survival run. I have 2 hours. I currently only have around 20 minutes left out of those 2 hours. I'm literally running out of time. I'm hoping to get to wave 20 here, and we'll see what happens with that. But I am actually running out of IRL time at this point. Okay, the upgrades are getting ridiculous. I need to be checking armor because this stuff's getting ridiculous. Here's a mask accessory. This might be an upgrade for me. I mean, it doesn't have any tower stats. I'll go ahead and store it, though. I do want to store any accessories like that. You just don't see them very often. Most things are 3-star upgrade at this point. I do want to go ahead and sell the Spide. Oh, I just sold... Fuck. I'm going to be honest. That was a misclick. I wanted to... Oh, God damn it. I wanted to sell the spider. And I still want to sell the spider. I'm going to sell the spider. Oh, man. That was so sad that I misclicked and sold the electric aura. Oh, and I just switched to the... without dropping my mana. Let me go back. Okay, drop my mana. That was really scary. Monk. Set back up our electric aura. That was a total misclick. I did not mean to sell the electric aura. That was super dumb, but that's okay. It should be fixable, thankfully. Let's go ahead and I guess that's where it was, right? Because it can't... It has to be... Okay. Let's go ahead and just pump upgrades into it. What a dumb mistake by me, but it happens. I could look for upgrades on my monk, though. I have leather armor on my monk, so anything leather that pops up, that's better. I probably should equip. Like, this is all... Or also just weapons like this. That's going to increase my... Yeah, I'm down. That's a huge upgrade for me, honestly. I'm super down. Picking up upgrades on my summoner and my monk might be worth it between waves to get those extra tower stats. Although I think you may need to... I could be wrong. Leather vest. This is a huge upgrade for me, isn't it? God damn. Yeah, it is. We'll pick it up. If I'm not mistaken, I feel like you have to, like, replace gear once you actually get upgrades, if that makes... Or replace the towers, excuse me. Replace the towers on characters where you go ahead and get upgrades if that to actually get the effects. I could be mistaken on that. I don't think the towers go ahead and gather the stats, but I could be wrong. It's a leather vest. Is this better than what I currently have? Not really. I got a lot more HP. No, that's not really an upgrade, so I'm not going to worry about it. Boots, not an upgrade. Not going to worry about it. I'll see Daz with any upgrades. Okay, but we have that one electrical aura rebuilt because I'm a moron and accidentally did that. I wanted to go ahead and switch over to my summoner. This is what I was trying to do. I was trying to switch to my summoner and then go ahead and build another archer. I just want another archer as opposed to the spiders since they're just so good. I might as well. Even though I could build something like... I guess I could. You know what? I could build one mage. I'm down to do this, and it should help me. It should heal some of my guys. I'm down. It's the exact amount of defense units. That might be a waste. We'll see. Let me look for upgrades on my summoner as well while I have them out. All right, no real upgrades for my summoner, so I'm going to go ahead and just drop my mana and switch back over to my squire. And we're going to jump into the treacherous wave 16. Now, at this point, I'm hoping to get to wave 19, since that would be a really good checkpoint. Look at the attack rate on my harpoon. It's not even, like, doing the animation anymore. It's just swinging around and throwing off the fucking ballistas. That's wild. So, like I was saying, I am just trying to get to wave 19 at this point. If I can get to 19, then I can start from there, have a huge mana boost, and should be able to make my way over to wave 20. I think that those like 4-wave checkpoints after the difficulty increase is probably the best way to play it. I'm gonna go ahead and put a 3-star upgrade on this electric aura that I had to resummon. I do think that I'm around... Well, I need to actually 3-star this mage minion, but once I 3-star this mage minion, I'm pretty sure everything's max upgrades, which is wild. Dude, the ogre has arrived sound effect can't even finish playing because they're coming in so fast. That was a pretty hilarious sound. They've got around, what, 3 billion or so XP? A little over. Those guys actually had a little over 3 billion XP. The ogres are just mass spawning. This is going to be the last 3-star over here. Putting a 3-star on this mage. Look at all the mythicals on the ground. It's wild, dude. So that's the last. Every single thing is 3-star. Now it's all about spot heals. I'm going to be honest. I'm literally reaching a point where I think I might be able to beat these waves without taking any hero damage. Because all I'm doing now is just sitting back and spot healing. If I can avoid those long-range ogre blasts, I might be able to do that and get a 30% XP boost at the end of each wave, which would be really funny. I've gained 3 million XP, by the way, so far. I wish I knew my starting mana. That would have been really... I think I kind of do. Wasn't it around 550? As I ended up... What? No! I'm an idiot. Do I lose because of that? No, I misclicked and just jumped into... Throw it in the montage, fellas. That one hurts. It literally spawns me free looking at the pit of lava where I fell. I mean, I probably lose now. I mean, it needed to happen of... Oh, like, look at this. Dude, that's so sad. I don't know what got through. Something scared me. The crystal started taking damage. I got terrified. I turned so fast, and I just... At least I'll be able to start from wave 16 again, which will be very interesting. Man, something got destroyed. Yep, the bouncer blockade. A bouncer blockade is down. Can I win through the map without a bouncer blockade? Can the ogre stall enough? That spider jumping from here to here was just ridiculous. Can I actually still pull through without a bouncer blockade? It might kind of be possible. I expected to lose right here, but I think I might be fine. It's all because of the minions, dude. This ogre hasn't even turned around. The harpoon is just taking care of things. What is going on? I feel so powerful. This is ridiculous. Dude, I actually can't believe that. I thought for sure I was going to lose there with the bouncer blockade down. Wow. That actually blows my mind. Welp, we're back, fellas. Guess we just keep going. We just keep chugging along. Let's pump upgrades. Okay, I will say time has become a huge problem for me. I'm running out of it. I'm just going to go ahead and start pumping into waves as quick as possible. I'm not going to be checking gear anymore. I'm going to go ahead and just pop open every chest, grab every little mana crystal possible, grab this chest, and jump into the wave, and that's it. I don't have time to be checking everything and doing everything most efficiently. If I need to do that, I will just have to play the map again, and that's okay. If I need to hunt for gear, I can run it back from wave 17. That's doable. What I need to do right now is probably jump over here and 3-star this bouncer blockade, but it hasn't taken damage yet, but we're going to go ahead and do it. So from now on, oh, I just got absolutely obliterated by something. We're going to heal that harpoon, put a 3-star here. I'm going to just spot heal wherever possible, spam through waves, and see how far I can make it. Okay, I did alt tab for a little, and a bouncer blockade did go down, so I need to head over here and go set that back up as soon as possible. Let's just put it there. Why not? Put some upgrades into it. Yeah, I was a little distracted for a split sec. I had to let my Discord know that I'm going to be late going live today because of because of the Dungeon Defenders map, which is not ideal, but I mean, it's well worth it, guys. I've got to see how far I can get. I can't just give up now. I've gotten so far and changed the game for me in so many ways. I've got to see how far I can take this. Bouncer blockade rebuilt and officially 3-starred. Awesome, awesome. Let's head back around and go do more spot healing. Pushing towards the end of wave 17 here. Pretty smooth. Just need to spot heal all over the place. Something I'm dying to see on a map like this is what the reward is at wave 25. If I can beat wave 25, I'm deadly curious to what kind of reward, like how strong. I almost jumped off the map on accident. Actually, my heart just tanked. I'm fine, thankfully, but like what kind of, how strong would a pet reward be on Nightmare hardcore mode survival wave 25 completion? Like, that's wild to me. And wave 18, here we come. I'm gonna go ahead and pop all the chests. I'll pop all the chests before I jump into it. I'm not gonna be checking for upgrades. I just need to go. I don't have time for it. I'm just gonna open all the chests and we'll jump into it. This will be the last chest. I'm gonna press G, watch the mana in the bottom right hand corner to be amazed. Probably not you guys, you're much better than me, but 89 million mana in one wave. I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. It's pretty unbelievable to me. You know, is it a better mana per hour than Endless Spires wave 1 farming? Probably not. Definitely not. I mean, actually, it might be reaching that point, actually, once you're in these higher waves. Is it better XP per hour? Definitely not. But maybe once I reach wave 20 plus, it might be competitive. And if it's doing both at the same time, that would be wild, right? I alt tabbed for another second and a bouncer blockade went down, I think in the center. I have to get over and rebuild that ASAP. That's not a good one to go down. I think I've got it built, thankfully, but that was kind of close. Upgrades, heals. I'm being a little lazy. I'm kind of alt-tabbing and getting distracted. Being a buffoon. That's okay. We've got it fixed, I believe. Good, good, good. Bouncer blockade is back and 3-starred. Whew. Wave complete. Time to move on to 19. This was like kind of my dream goal wave, was getting to 19. I'm going to go ahead. I opened all chests. Let's jump into the next wave, see how much mana we got from that. 98 million. It's jumping up by around 10 million or so each wave in terms of just total mana gained. If I can get to wave 20, that would be, if I can beat wave 20, I don't know if that's going to be possible. It would be unbelievable. That was the big goal with this map. The big goal with the map was to get to wave 20 so I can defeat minions and get 1 mythical drop per minion. If I can get there on this attempt, I was not expecting this. I was expecting to jump in with some extra support from my Series EV, or maybe just my Monk, and just reach a new PB. You know, maybe get to 15, maybe get a little past it. But the idea of reaching wave 20, let alone getting past wave 20, was not even on my mind. Here it is. Wave 19 completed, fellas. Where it's going to be in a sec once I go smack around the spider, most likely, that's stuck. Yep. That's exactly what happened. Where's he at? Over here? Yep. As to be expected with the little fellas. Slash him a couple times, and then bam, there it is, jumping into wave 20 on one of the biggest challenges so far in Dungeon Defenders. It took a multitude of upgrades, leveling, gear. So much went into the preparation of this fight. So much went into the preparation of pushing to wave 20 on this map. Let's actually check the swords for possible upgrades here, since it's a huge new chapter in terms of gear and in terms of drops, in terms of everything. But I do have to quickly sort of get to the end of this. I need to either reach 25 quickly, which is a hilarious sentence, or I need to lose quickly. I'm not sure which is going to be easier, but I am officially 6 minutes late to going live. But I've got to finish this, okay? I've got to finish this. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything. Let's just go ahead and pick up that last chest and start the wave. We're on a time crunch, fellas. This is where things get dicey. And this is going to be the most disgusting power increase, the last power increase of difficulty, I believe, within the entire map. But it's going to be the most hefty. So we'll keep an eye out. We'll see how things go. I'm going to have to play mixed mode as well. I haven't even thought about that, but I'm going to have to try this wave on mixed mode and see how it goes. So I might be able to complete this map on, I might be able to get to wave 25 on non-mixed mode, but can I get to wave 25 on mixed mode? That would be the next challenge for the next episode, if we can complete that one, this one here. No way this bouncer blockade went down. Okay, the middle section is having a huge problem here. Okay, I'm trying to get a build off, but I have to heal. This is getting real. I might lose here. The ogre, there's just too many. Is my ogre gonna go down? Okay, I almost got it up. Let me get heals on this ogre. Okay, no way I survived there. I think I made it. I built the bouncer blockade. Putting upgrades into it. I think I'm fine. I actually can't believe I was able to survive that. But I think I'm going to make it. Bouncer blockade is taking a lot of damage. We're going to put triple upgrades into it. Start healing our ogre minion. I can't believe I actually didn't die there. I feel like I should have. With all the ogres and everything coming in here, this is just ridiculous. I don't have enough mana to go for a 1-star on my bouncer blockade. The best thing I can do here is just keep pumping up repairs into it for a little bit. But I need to try to jump over and grab some mana here. And then also slice and dice. Do a bit. Oh, please don't get bopped off the map. No way I can upgrade. The bouncer blockade went down. I'm going to have to blood rage here to loop around. I can't even worry about my side sections. It's just my middle that needs all the support in the world right now. Let's try to build. Oh, no, I die. Oh, that's probably it, fellas. I mean, a just way to go down in a reasonable place to call it. Yup, that has to be it. The Series EV beam in the center went down. The ogre minions down. The harpoons are down. It's just the archers left to defend against the onslaught of ogres and who knows what else. Man, look at this. The purple ogres with the yellow ponytail rocking a crazy aesthetic. GG's, fellas. That's Dungeon Defenders. This is nightmare difficulty, hardcore survival, Magus quarters up to wave 20. A lot of progress was made. What an episode. I've had movies before. An hour 47 spent in the... It honestly felt like more. That's kind of crazy to me that it was only that amount of time, honestly. What a wild journey that map was, dude. Some of the most fun I've had rediscovering and playing Dungeon Defenders, dude. Jeez Louise. So now I can click survival and go all the way up to wave 20. Nice. And I can even play it in mixed mode. Best wave 20
4.7 million XP score, over 1 billion mana, 1.2 billion mana, which means I gained around 700 billion mana within that one level. Took me 2 hours or so, but that's incredible. Thank you guys for watching this episode, and what a journey it was. Make sure to like if you did enjoy it, dislike if not, and subscribe to the channel for daily videos, sometimes as long as this one, more so probably around 20 to 40 minutes. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and I'm going to keep having fun playing Dungeon Defenders, whether you guys like it or not. Have a good one. Peace, Areno.